Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back, y'all. My name is Danielle, and this is my spiritual journey. Okay, so we are still on our moon phases, and today is it's an eight-part series, and I believe today we are on part four, right? Let me see. Yeah, we on part four, and so part four is going to be what is called the half moon or the first quarter moon. And that is essentially when the moon is 50% illuminated. And guess what that means, guys? So we're going to take the way that the moon is illuminated and we're going to put that in forms of energy and things like that. And so when it's 50%, so we are here with the 0%, here is the 100%. We're going to say about here is 50%. So again, we've started here and we're growing, we're increasing in our energy, right? So as the moon is waxing or becoming more light, then we as the peoples are getting more energy. I mean, the moon is too, but so we are getting more energy. The more energy, the more action we're going to be taking, the more momentum we have been gaining, and things like that. Now, another thing that tends to happen at this point in time is, y'all, we get those. I know y'all can relate, but we get those things where it's just like something in life happens and it makes us almost question if we keep our goal, or do we put it on the back burner? So let's go to our imaginary person that we have, and she's doing exercising. And remember, she was trying to take action, but she couldn't. And we realized we saved her. We realized, girl, you don't like the word exercise. You like the word moving your body. And so she was like, okay, aerial silks, hiking, like we were doing all the things, right? And so our girl had determined that, maybe she's going to dance, because that's moving her body as well, and it can fit in different spaces and places and things like that. And she doesn't have to like narrow down, I want to do this type of dance. Like she can try different types of dancing and not be committed to a class or anything like that. So anyway, she's dancing, y'all. And so she's dancing. And now it's like she has, in addition to her goals, she also has like her housing fund. Now, I didn't go in deep with her situation scenario, so I don't know if her housing fund is money to get her into a house of her own, or if she already got a house of her own and she's just wanting to do some major repairs, not immediate repairs, but major repairs. And this could be, oh, girl may want a brand new washer and dryer, a new refrigerator, another deep freezer. I don't know what she wants, but she wants some money for her housing stuff. Okay. And I was like, okay, girl, I got you. And so she got some clients that are coming in because I don't know, let's say she work from home. She might go somewhere to work, but whatever the case is, she works and she needs money. And so she has this is her situation right here around, because it can happen before, it can happen after, but this is around the first quarter moon, the half moon. And so around this situation, around this time is the situation of I got extra clients that I can take out. Like I got extra clients. Like I could put them on a wait list, but I can actually take them and work with them. I can open up a slot and take them in. If I take them in, yeah, that money is going to go to the housing fund, so we can knock some things out, right? But if we do that, then that slot that the client would go in is the slot that I had for exercising slash moving my body slash dancing. So what do I do? Do I do this or do that? Because I ain't waking up early. Like our girl, she was like, I'm not waking up early. I already do stuff when I wake up, and I don't want to jump out of the bed to do no kind of movement, right? And she's just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not waking up early. And so it's just like, where do we do? What do we do? Now for me, and again, this is the situation. So think in your head, whatever your goal is, think about, and it could be a past goal, but think about what you do in that situation when it's like you can do this or you can do that. But in your heart of hearts, you want to do both. Like, what do you do? What is your go-to method? Or do you have a go-to method? And so that's kind of what this moon phase is addressing, to have a go-to method. For me, my go-to method when things pop off and it's just like, I want to do both. I don't want to put this on the back burner anymore. Like I want to do both and I want to stay committed to myself, not just the goal, but to myself. Like, what do you do? And for me, I do divination and channeling. And again, I don't work with titles well, but for the sake of helping you understand, then that is what I do as consistently when there are what I may consider a crossroads because I don't want to go right or left. I want to do both. Then it's just like then I'll pull out my divination or do my channeling, and that can look a lot of different ways. It's just going to depend. Again, it depends on the situation. It depends on how I'm feeling. All of the above. So I'm gonna give you an example. If it were me and I was like, okay, extra clients, funding, potentially get rid of my goal that I'm embracing for this lunar cycle, then I would see how I feel when I take a shower because I have a really deep connection to water. And being around water, I'm going to get answers. And if I'm not able to be in a space where, let's say that the hot water doesn't last as long as I need it to last, then I'm not going to get my full answer, right? Because my brain is going to go right to the water. The water temperature is going away. I got to get out. um, if I don't get the full answer in the shower, but I'm starting to get something, then I'm at least going to feel better. I'm going to know that there is a way for me to do both. The other thing that I can do is tarot. Tarot will definitely change my perspective. It will also change the situation and how I see the situation. It will also help give me answers. The other thing is I can write. And when I write, I can just write the question out and the answer flows afterwards. So those are things that I can do to get my answer. So, oh girl, our imaginary friend has done her divination and or channeling or whatever else she did. And so as a result, she's like, okay, so I can do both. And what I want to try to do now is my dancing when I finish work and before I start cooking food for dinner. So between that little break or that transition, that's when she's going to do her dancing. She's going to try it out to see if it works then. She also has where before she starts her bedtime routine, she can do a dance break at that time as well. And she's only going to do like maybe are we still, I know we switch our timing. She's still at the 27 minutes. And so she's going to try to do her 10 to 20 minutes. She's reduced it a little bit. So she's going to try to do 10 to 20 minutes after she gets off of probably work and then do 10 to 20 minutes. Then she's going to take a shower. Then she's going to fix dinner and then proceed with the rest of her night, whether that's reading a book, whatever the case is, she's going to try it there or try it right before bedtime. So she does have options where she can take on the new um, client or clients, whatever the extra work hours. Okay. So she's going to do the extra work hours, but then after the extra work hours, then she's going to try it there as a dance break between I'm at work and I'm at home. Or she's going to do a dance break before she starts her bedtime routine. So she can still do her food, all her things, and then throw in the dance break at that time. And then she's going to see how it fits, where it fits best, or who knows, maybe she'll do both times and then she'll have more than enough of her 27 minutes. We don't know because we're at the half moon. But the question that I want to have for you is when you come to a crossroads, which is like, do I put my goal on the back burner? Is there a way for me to continue to do both? Some life thing is going to come and plop itself on your front door. What do you do at that time? And again, for me, I do my divination and or channeling. I just get my answers. I make the time to sit and get my answers because I want to stay committed to my goal to better myself, but I also don't want to push away opportunities that may grow me in some way, shape, or form, right? So again, question for you. what do you do when that situation plops itself on your door in your face? Like, yeah, if you don't have one, this is a time to start considering some things. And again, like I told you, I really connect with water. Maybe there's an element that you really connect with, and you can then connect with that. Let's say that you like gardening, but maybe it's cold outside. Maybe it's maybe you've already gotten to where, the ground is really hard. You can have a plant that's indoors. I used to have herbs that I would grow indoors, and maybe you can spend time with them or talk to them, and get your answers, just to bring you to that kind of zone, so that you can talk and get your answers and know that there's a way. But at the end of the day, guys, drop it in the comment section and let me know, like, what do you do when you get to that space, right? And it's just like, and again, this is just something I brought up different things again about the shower. That's not something that I would call a modality or a um spiritual practice, but it is a spiritual practice. And I don't have a this is when I do it type thing, but I know that I do get answers in the shower. It just has to be the right kind of timing. Like the hot water needs to be a thing, the hot water. And then the other thing is time. Like I need time. It may not be where I can jump in and get the answer in 7 minutes and jump back out. It may be something that can take a little bit longer, especially if I have other things going and circling in my head, right? But to pull out divination, so for example, tarot cards, and I say that because I'm looking dead at a deck of tarot cards. Tarot cards, oracle cards, whatever works for you. I actually have both. But if you pull out your cards and your cards speak to you, or maybe your cards just get you in a headspace where you're open to get more answers, more possibilities, then do that. But find what works for you. Let me know in the comment section if you have what works for you, or if you're like, this is a time for me to think about it. Because I'm sure every single month when you set your mind to accomplish a goal or something come knocking on your door, be like, girl, do you really want to do this? If you are not a female and you're watching this, then hey, do you really want to do this goal? So again, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, guys, I will chat with y'all later. See you later. Bye, y'all.